2 football games in 1 week, guys. Come with me and Emily as we go to Arsenal versus Aston Villa in the WSL. We got the train from Stoke into London Euston with 2 changes along the way. Had a really nice hot chocolate and like a Bakewell type thing. Absolutely stunning. As soon as we got into London, we made the decision to give our legs a good old stretch, and we walked from London Euston to the Emirates Stadium. Might sound horrific for some people, but honestly it really wasn't that bad. It was a nice day, it was dry at least, and it wasn't cold really at all. In fact, we took our jackets off multiple times, kept them off as well. With it being Emily's first proper time in London as well, it was just nice to show her about properly. I can't remember all the places off the top of my head, but we did take a nice little cut through this park as well, where there were some people playing tag rugby. Saw some cute doggos as well along the way. So a really cute tan Frenchie. Now, as you can see, the Emirates Stadium just right in the background there, getting closer and closer to the ground, and there it is in all of its glory. Huge shout out to that cafe on the right there, the Little Wonder Cafe. If you know, you know. If you don't, then you've got to get to know. Absolutely stunning. Best breakfast you'll ever have. So we got to the ground nice and early, which was nice because, again, just didn't want to be rushing around or anything. Wanted to give ourselves plenty of time. Picked up a nice little match day programme as well. And then we got ourselves into the ground. We were there like over an hour to kill, so plenty of time to get some pictures, get some content for the vlog. Cheeky pint as well. I had a cider and Emily had a pint of Asahi. Away then down to our seats. Weren't too difficult to find now. I'm pretty ADHD, so I get really stressed about that kind of thing, but luckily enough Emily found the seats nice and easy. We were right on the end actually, right on the aisle, so quite easy to find. And here come the girls. It was nice to see quite a lot of people at the Emirates as well. I know that the game against United was a sellout. I don't think that this one was a sellout, but I'll show you the attendance at some point later on in the vlog. In the first half, we had Arsenal shooting at the goal that we were behind, which was pretty good because we did get to see lots and lots of chances. D'Angelo there, getting herself ready in the net there. And she actually used to play for Arsenal. It is so nice to see how that song has transitioned from the men's team into the women's team as well. Just adds to the family feel that I think Arsenal is pretty much all about. We are one club, and it really shows. In the first half then, lots of action in the first minutes as well. Just Arsenal instantly on their game, passing the ball around, keeping possession. As soon as they lost possession, they were at it straight away. Down Villa's necks, trying to get the ball back as soon as possible. That high press that we're so often, so used to seeing, it's almost become part of the Arsenal DNA now, isn't it? And there we go, 1-0 thanks to Frida Marnham. It was Mariona Caldenti that leaped onto a straying pass from the Aston Villa defence. Bit of a bad ball from them. Caldenti latched onto it, played in Marnham, and she just slotted it home. Calm as you like. And the Emirates was rocking. Again, just at it again. We really liked coming down that channel quite a lot as well, which I think you'll probably pick up on quite a bit. It was Fox and Smith coming down that channel quite a lot for us. I think we'll be a little bit frustrated at the way that we just didn't utilise having so much of the ball. You play really well, you dominate a game, but at the end of the day, if you're not clinical enough, you know, in that final third, in those just last moments of a really well worked attack, then kind of all feels like it's for nothing, doesn't it? Do have to give a special shout out to Kim Little though. She controlled that midfield so well and was just crucial in the build up of every chance that we had. You know, it came from a Kim Little interception. possession or something. And this as well, absolutely lovely football from Arsenal. And I think Russo will be slightly annoyed with herself that she couldn't get a bit of a better shot off there. Now, the defence didn't really have an awful lot to deal with, but what they did, up until this point, they had done really well. Katie Reid with a really good performance, to be fair to her. And once again, taking down that channel to throw in this time. Say as well, Russo's work ethic is absolutely phenomenal. Her and Freedom Arnhem looked really, really lively. Really up for it. Lovely, lovely football and passing being played there from the girls. Just the link-up players. Absolutely second to none. And there she is, Super Kimmy Little, doing what she does. Just lackadaisical and giving it away there. And down the other channel now we have a corner on the other side. The multiple heading sort of back and forth there. Villa just managed to clear pressure. Arsenal do try and bring it back on though, and do win a free kick in a pretty good area as well. These two standing over the free kick, and you really wouldn't mind out of the two of them who does take it. In the end, Mariona runs across, Katie McCabe whips it in, and how did that not go in? So close from Freedom Arnhem there. She'd be absolutely kicking herself. An almost perfect set piece routine there, one that you can see they've been working on that training ground, and yeah, nearly came together there. Unlucky. Well, the free kick there causing problems again, but Villa just managing to scramble clear, and that honestly summed up most of the game. It really did. Arsenal were there putting all the pressure on, but just lacking that final clinicality other than the goal. And you got to give credit to Villa's defending as well, to be fair, because they did just about deal with a lot of the chances that came from Arsenal, a lot of the attacks that came from Arsenal. I thought they seemed pretty well organised at the back, but I don't think they offered Arsenal much of a threat either, though, going forward. And again, on the flip side of that, say that Arsenal did defend quite well as well. Into the second half, and substitutions being made there. I did think that some of the subs came a little bit late, so it was like Chloe Kelly came on with 5 minutes to go. Didn't quite understand that, unless there's some kind of fitness thing going on. Not too sure there with that one, but we will see. What do we know at the end of the day? And the second half was honestly very similar. Arsenal dominating possession, creating the chances, but just lacking that clinicality, that, bit of sharpness in front of goal. There you go, 24,712 people in attendance at the game, which is honestly phenomenal. And seeing the growth of the women's game has just been absolutely fantastic.
Arsenal substitution number 9, Beth Mead.
This is Beth Mead coming off. She had a good game. She just, again, it was just lacking in that final third. I don't think she looked quite as sharp as what Russo and Freedom Arnhem were. So again, maybe the sub should have possibly come a little bit earlier. And I saw Katie McCabe come off as well. I think McCabe had a pretty good game, to be fair. I think her usual standard. She did have a good effort as well. But the keeper did pretty well to save. In the last minutes of the game, Villa really turned the pressure on Arsenal. They were forced to do a lot of defending. Daphne Van Domselaar made some excellent saves as well. They're really going for it, Villa. Really pushing. And there you have it, 1-1. Aston Villa managing to pull level. Basically came from a series of opportunities, and it was a corner that the goal actually came from. I don't think it was directly, but yeah, a bit of a scramble, and they managed to score from it, which Arsenal will be absolutely kicking themselves for, and they really were. And after that as well, I think we just made like another defensive substitution. Lotta Moy came on right at the end to give us more defence, but yeah, full-time whistle went, and it did finish 1-1, which was really disappointing, given how much we controlled the game. After the match, we just had to go into the club shop, and I did have to make a couple of purchases. Guys, I was trying to cheer myself up after we dropped 2 points in the end, because that's what it felt like. It didn't feel like a point gained at all. I think Villa be much happier with the result than what Arsenal were, especially controlling a game that much. So after the game, we did decide to, after I did have a little splurge in the club shop anyway, we decided to go to Camden. I mean, it was always on the list, to be fair. Again, we walked it. Walked into Camden from North London, from the Emirates, obviously. And, we walked along the canal, got on there, which was quite nice. Got some Labubus there. So, I was going to say cute, but they're not, are they? They're just weird. They are just weird. I don't get the hype or the appeal. Famous bridge. Had to get a cheeky pic. Now, oh my god, guys, oh my god, we got the K-dogs. Basically Korean corn dog. Absolutely insane. I don't think I have enough time to talk about that. Look at the cheese inside that. So on mine I got a mozzarella filled hot Cheetos and then drizzled cheese sauce. Guys, it was divine. Absolutely divine. Some weird little Shrek poster thing there. After Camden then, we found we're still technically in Camden, I think, at this point. Found a little pub, had a drink in there, watched the England women win the rugby final. G's to the women. Fantastic. Things we do in fact love to see. Then on the way to the train station, we spotted this little cafe type thing, went in there, got a brownie to take home. Emily got some pecan pie. Then there we were at the train station, and here I am showing off what I bought in the Arsenal shop. I mean, come on, good purchases, guys. Thanks for watching. See you soon.